All right, hello everyone. Having a lot of fun talking with my viewers on Twitch, but I'm starting to run out of time, so let's just jump into another game. This is going to be Life versus WFZ. This game taking place here on Ancient Isle. This is actually game 3 of this series, so even though you see 2 games, this is game 3 of this series. I probably won't be able to have time to cast game 2. So I don't know who's going to be winning in this matchup, as it is going to be Life versus WFZ again. People were just doing a trip down memory lane. For those of you guys who have been watching my channel back in the day, you guys will remember I had a kitchen timer go off at 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Every single time I was casting the game, and I would actually have to pause the replay and say, stay tuned for part 2, because YouTube limited my videos to 10 minutes long. And if I recorded like 2 minutes and 15 seconds, they would actually reject my videos. So I could be in like this really, really big battle, and then all of a sudden go, pause, come back and watch video number 2. And yeah, that was way back in the day. A lot of fun. People reminding me how old I am. Sometimes like a 45-minute game would be split into 5 different videos. That was absolutely nuts. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down here. Ghoul gonna go ahead and scout out from WFZ. We are gonna be looking at a Demon Hunter going up against a Death Knight. No big surprise here, as we are looking at a Tomb of Relics and, well, Crypt opening up as well. Oh, thank you for the cheer. Every little bit helps, as I am trying to, well, stay positive in terms of all of my funding. I'm just trying to pay the bills and get everything done here. Wisp now going to go ahead and scout. We'll see what's going to be unfolding here. Ancient of War absorbing a bit of damage off of this 5-3-3 creep camp, as the Demon Hunter should be able to finish off this Ogre Warrior. Ogre Magi is going to drop a useful item, Claws of Attack +6, as the Ancient of War now trying to eat some trees to stay alive. Thank you for, hello again, and thank you for those bits, as the Ancient of War now down to, well, 41 hit points. Ghoul now making its way over, trying to take down a Moonwell. However, Life not going to allow that to happen. Ghoul did do a little bit of damage and will be causing the repair of that Moonwell as that Wisp comes off that tree line. Skeletal minions are out on the field. Death Knight could try and go after the archers here. You can see this time around, Death Knight has Death Coil first, and we may see some mana burns. Death Knight now trying to run back here. Hopefully, it's trying to get a single shot off on a Wisp and then perhaps get a detonation off, as the Demon Hunter does jump in front of that Wisp. Death Knight now picking up Unholy Aura first, so it did not actually toggle Death Coil, as he now tries to go back for a bit more harassment. Oh, thank you for your patron support as well. Death Knight now wandering back off to the north. Wisp now making its way around, as the Skeletal Minion, well, where is it going to go? Down to 36 hit points. It gets denied, as the Demon Hunter still sitting at level 1. This harassment phase is just buying time to try and tech to tier 2. We do see a lot more ghouls now wandering out here. Skeletal Minion also joining in on the fight, as the Death Knight going to regroup with his army. All right, are the units going to make their way out here? Finish perhaps the Forest Troll Trapper first? No, what these ghouls can't seem to decide what they want to do. A little bit of split in the action, as they're now making their way back down. Death Knight archers making their way over here. It looks as though the archers trying to find where their opponent is actually creeping, as the Death Knight just says, you know what, no, you are not going to get me that easily. Archers now making their way back down, as we could just see a lot of the ghouls creeping out, yeah, the green creep camp instead. Ghouls could turn back around here. That could actually be very dangerous for all of these archers. That is a lot of damage, as one ghoul will get taken out by these archers here. Now, Demon Hunter making its way around. He is sitting at level 2. Death Knight wanting to pick up Dust of Appearance most likely, as he does have it now and will be chasing those archers back. Once more, Demon Hunter on the move once again. Ghouls, are they going to be able to finish off the Null Poachers? Yes, they will, as the Death Knight finally getting a little bit more experience. Death Knight still sitting at level 1. Meanwhile, Ancient of War shifting its way back down south, as we could be looking at a Tree of Life expansion attempt already coming in from Life. Death Knight looking to finish off this Forest Troll Trapper creep camp. Gonna go ahead and take down that Ogre Magi first. Death Knight going to be able to, well, is it going to be able to get off a Death Coil? That is a big question. It is absorbing a lot of damage, and that Ghoul purposely, if you noticed, attacked his own friendly unit in order to shake aggro. Death Knight now picking up a Tome of Strength, should have enough mana for a Death Coil here, but I believe that Ghoul will just be staying on the lumber line, at least for a little while longer. Back across here, Death Knight, Skeletal Minions making their way back out. Ghouls making their way down as we're looking at, well, a solo Wisp and the Ancient of War absorbing a whole bunch of damage, as the Demon Hunter now with Ring of Regeneration should be able to, well, absorb a lot more damage. Anytime you have a lot of a Ring of Regeneration on a unit like the Demon Hunter with high armor, that Ring of Regeneration is deceptively powerful, since you are healing, what, 2 hit points a second extra on a 5 armor unit. Naga Sea Witch, well, trying to show up to the party. Detonation, taking out some units. Mana Burn, as the Demon Hunter and Panda combination causing a bit of problems. Death Knight absorbing a bit more damage, as well as the units trying to get away. Naga Sea Witch without Boots of Speed, unable to back off all that quickly. Let's take a look at the population count. It is 28 compared to 31. Undead with a slight advantage here, but WFZ knows that that Panda can lay down some nasty breaths of fire across multiple ghouls. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter wants to get to level 3 for that level 2 mana burn. That doubling of the amount of mana being removed from that Naga Sea Witch will be a big deal. Hello, Oblivion Runner. How are you doing? As the Panda now looking to back up again. I am so looking forward to seeing the Demon Hunter, well, the hero, the mana burn getting changed significantly, up to 75 mana cost as opposed to 50, as the Death Knight, well, wanders around and still doesn't see that Tree of Life. Breath of Fire goes after, takes down a single low hit point ghoul, as the Demon Hunter now takes down the Null Overseer again. Death Knight, WFZ doesn't really seem to be able to put any pressure or damage onto his opponent. Life has still been playing the game he wants, but how much damage does the Death Knight, Naga Sea Witch, and eventual Lich have to do? Once the Lich is out on that field and that Orb of Corruption is ready, that Orb of Corruption damage effect is really, really powerful at, well, removing armor and allowing the remaining units to focus fire. We do see one single Obsidian statue already out on the field. I don't see Destroyer form upgrades as of yet, but the Lich is being trained. Death Knight at 2, Naga Sea Witch here, Obsidian statue here as well. The Ogre Warrior creep camp was taken down, as, well, a Skeletal Minion will get taken out once more, revealing where the remainder of the army is. Good job by Life transferring that Ring of Regeneration to that Pandarin Brewmaster. Panda now regenerating a bit more hit points, since he wasn't at full hit points at all. Let's take a look at this Panda now sitting at level 2. Has to be very careful. Naga Sea Witch getting in some cold arrows. As we are looking at the Obsidian statue, is it trying to do Essence of Mana as well? No, it is not. Just Essence of Blight to heal all of those units. And then again, should Essence of Blight heal non-undead units? I mean, the Naga Sea Witch, how does it possibly benefit from Essence of Blight? Not really quite sure, but then again, magic is magic. It somehow works out, as we're wondering what the Demon Hunter is going to be heading off to next. Death Knight still wandering back around. Naga Sea Witch is right here. Lich going to be joining in on a battle with that Orb of Corruption ready to go and add in that damage. Double Obsidian statues providing mana and hit points, as the Death Knight, well, not quite sure what he sold, but did pick up some items. Looks as though a Wisp or some unit tried to run on in, as we are looking at the Tree of Life, well, taking a bit of damage here. Death Knight now bringing it over, as the Obsidian statues are getting into position once again. All right, quick damage being dealt to that illusion. Demon Hunter realizes that it's not real, as the Tree of Life could get taken down. No sign of repairs as of yet. Ancient of War now currently getting uprooted. Is it going to get saved? All the units now show up to the party, as we now see, well, summoned units ready to go. No Destroyer form in order to try and absorb it all, but the Demon Hunter is, well, in the midst of a giant battle with nowhere to run. Is it going to get taken down to 12 hit points? Demon Hunter now taken out. Death Knight looking to finish off the remaining units, as you see the units now looking to back up. Destroyer does have, is it going to be able to devour magic? Yes, able to absorb a bit more hit points, but the army of Dryads definitely going to cause problems. But without the Demon Hunter, what really can be done? Death Knight, Skeletal Minion still right here. More Devour Magic as the Destroyer is going to be going after the Ancient of War. Ancient of War going to get taken down very quickly since there is magic damage involved here from that Destroyer, as now the Tree of Life is in question. Let's take a look at the Destroyer trying to go after those Wisps. Could get taken down very quickly. Dryads are here ready to go again. There's only one Crypt Fiend to try and battle this out, but is it going to be enough? Beautiful Staff of Preservation saves as the Archer going to get taken down. All right, Nagasibush looking to back up again. There goes, whoa. Death Knight stops mid-swing, decides to not engage as the Lich is still right here. All right, low hit point Archer finally gets taken down. Dryads getting poked apart as well as the Nagasibush having to deal... Well, the Undead army having to deal with so many Dryads, there is simply not enough Crypt Fiends yet. Panda with a Potion of Healing. Lich continuing to put pressure there as the Panda uses a Potion of Healing just in time. Breath of Fire does not hit the Lich, or, well, the Death Coil saves it in time as the Nagasibush going to get taken out, but so will the Panda. Panda going to get taken down in the back. Level 3 now on the Death Knight as the Lich not going to get saved either. Death Knight unable to save the Scroll of Town Portal. Absorb mana from that Destroyer just in time as the Death Knight getting poked apart by Dryads. Death Knight, army size is 47 compared to 33. That slow poison, what is happening here? The Crypt Fiends looking to join in on the fight. Death Knight going to be able to get a Death Coil off, but now there is a surround. Can the Crypt Fiends try and finish off a Dryad here? Abomination joining in on the fight as well. We also see the Obsidian statue should be trying to heal up the unit. There is a little bit more damage. Nagasibush getting pulled back up to level 2 as it was trained back up from the tavern instead, as we see the Panda also getting resurrected in the middle of the map as well. Double Claws of Attack +6. Able to resurrect units much more easily, as we're looking at the Death Knight now trying to finish things off. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. There's a couple of detonation. There goes some Wisp as well. Nagasibush going to have a bit of problems. There is one Obsidian statue providing mana. As we now turn around, we're going to see the units coming in from the back. Lich getting lost in transit right there. And a bit of an unlucky break by WFZ. Meanwhile, Ancient of Wonders could easily get taken down as well. Death Knight does have a get out of jail free card in that Scroll of Town Portal, as the units are going to try and back around. Nagasibush does have the Scroll of Town Portal now. Death Knight comes in with a Death Coil, tries to finish off some units as the Crypt Fiend is teleported away. 58 supply compared to 43 right now. Night Elf with the economic advantage, as we're looking at, well, a suboptimal army. Lich gonna be able to resurrect very quickly though, since it is in fact at level 1. All right, hero level is going to be the big difference here. Lich is at level 1, Death Knight at 3, Nagasibush at 2. That is just an illusion. As you can see, well, it is gonna run on by negative armor all of a sudden, as the illusion taking a lot of damage right there. Meanwhile, in the corner, Dryads, and many of them on the field. Do we have Crypt Fiends and or even meat wagons to try and fight back? That may be the issue. Without meat wagons and siege, what can really be done? As we now see Dryads and the Demon Hunter join in on the fight. Mana Burn, Frost Nova onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter trying to escape. One Dryad getting lost in the mix as well. 67 supply, 64 compared to 46. But you got to remember, there is extra Wisp by the Night Elf player because of that expansion. So perhaps that means that their army sizes are fairly even. Now, Lich finally gets up to level 2. Nagasibush sitting at 2 as well. Going to be finishing off the units. Dryads looking to join in on the fight, as we are looking at the Death Knight looking to finish off the Forest Troll Warlord. Do we have a get out of jail free card? No, we do not. Death Knight could easily finish off these couple of units. Tome of Strength being left behind. Mana Stone on the Death Knight to try and heal units back up. All right, this could be the end if WFZ overcommits. Death Knight sitting at level 3, as the Dryad army is just in the right spot. Dryads just doing so much damage here. Destroyers, only one of them. Abomination taking a Breath of Fire, pretty much not caring, as all those units are now looking to back up here. All right, Frost Nova onto those units. Dryads trying to get into position. They're going to be going after the Lich, and the Lich is going to be absorbing a whole bunch of damage. Death Coil should be there. No. Mana Burn. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability used instead. Demon Hunter uses a Potion of Invulnerability as well. Nagasibush now looking to back off. Demon Hunter has more invulnerability. Are we going to see a Scroll of Town Portal? Potion of Invisibility used instead, as it is going to hold off as well. Meanwhile, the Lich has fallen at level 2. Crypt Fiends are going to fall and Life is going to take this game. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.